We all have a blueprint. We all have a story that we tell to ourselves of how our own life is supposed to be. And knowing our blueprint will tell us the formula of how can we become more happy, or how we can close the gap between the life we don't want to have to the life that we want. Okay? So, because I really believe that happiness equals progress. If we are not developing, if we are not growing, we are actually dying. We are not, if you are in a relationship that it's not developing, it's dead. I mean, we don't feel happy. If you are in a job that is not growing, we feel that that's dead. If you're living a life that's not your own life that you would like to live, you are not developing, and we were made to develop. That's what I believe. I'm building a house, but before I build the house, I have to go to the architect to say, can you do the draw of the house? And then he made the draw. Now I can see that the draw, it's matching the real house. So I'm really happy with that. I'm actually extra happy because it looks better than I imagined. But if I would ask him to make that draw and the house, and when I come inside of the house went down, I would be really angry and really sad. Okay, so this means that the blueprint, the story of what I expect, really is matching the reality right now. I want you to write down one area of your life that you feel fulfilled. That you're like, man, this area of my life, it's outstanding. It's exactly the way I want. One area, relationship, job, career, finances, relationship with your kids. One area. Maybe you're thinking like, fuck, my whole life is fucked up. I don't have anything good. No, I'm just kidding. But I know you have something that is a little bit better than other things. So I would like you to choose one area of your life to write down, and why. Why do you think you are fulfilled in this area? So one area that you're happy, fulfilled, and why. The why is really important, okay?
The area in my life that I really appreciate now is thanks to outside comfort zone, I got divorced from 20 years of marriage. Thank you. 3 years it took me, consistency every day. I made my plan, and I built up courage and my finance, everything to be on my own now. So I have my casa, it's mine. I really appreciate. I live my life now full, 100%.
Give some hand to her, my friend. That's not easy.
No, I have two children, big house. We had a company together. It was really, really took a lot of outside comfort zone. I'm starting again to work on my own life coach business. And with consistency, with the plan, I do it again. The same
strategy. Yeah.
Because I know it works. And I did with my body. I just lost 10 kilos. The same thing as in October. I told you. I have this one. I have this one here. You remember we broke it?
Yeah.
New story.
What did you wrote there? It was about the body, no?
It was the body, yeah. To work on my body, so I lost 10 kilos.
So I got divorced, and that was a fun thing to wake up from the matrix, I can tell you. And Ricardo helped me a lot with forgiveness. That was a major thing. Forgiveness was a thing for me that I've worked on for like 3 years, and I have to share it, Ricardo, here, because I actually have a beginner's good relationship with my ex, starting from like yesterday, and also with my mother, because she had a big dramatic thing in the whole theme as well. I'm not in the position right now where I want to be, but I also like try to focus on reinventing myself in the work. So I'm a manager in my work. I don't have the title and stuff, but people come to me and say, Dana, how should I do this in this situation? So I can still manage. That's what I like to do.
Okay, thank you. But how about the good thing now? What was the good thing?
The good thing is that the whole structure's changed. My whole life is that I have a lot of areas that are beginners because that changed like that's almost 40 years of living in one way, and then changing that obviously doesn't happen in 2 days, even if I would like it to go that fast.
Yeah.
But the whole structure that I have now on my life, I'm in charge. I get my kid what I want. So I go up at the hour, even if it costs me whatever. I decide. It's my life.
So that is matching. That's a lot closer to match your blueprint of how you think your life should be. It's going that direction. Yeah.
Yes, I'm the mother I want to be now, not the mother I used to be before. For example, that was a really big thing for me.
The human exchange reach, it's rich. So thank you for sharing. So the idea here was to see that we actually responsible for our progress. When we see different examples, I see that most of us are matching our blueprint in many things. So to match our blueprint is actually, what's the translations like? The blueprint is we all have a story about how our life's supposed to be, and when we are not matching that story, we get unhappy. So there is 3 ways we can close that gap, and that's what I want to share with you. I was always complaining. I was blaming my dad in Brazil, like since I was a kid. I was complaining the government. I was saying, I'm an immigrant, I'm this, I'm that. I'm blaming everybody. I was blaming everybody. So the first step to start closing the gap, to match our blueprint, we need to eliminate victim mindset from our game. So if I'm in a bad relationship and I'm blaming somebody, actually, I need to look for what's my own fault on that. If I'm in a job, that I don't love, okay, what's my fault on that? What can I do to move myself from this place to match my blueprint? I've been there, so I remember I complained so much about being an immigrant that I lost my energy complaining, and I could be doing something. I'm like complaining. I'm like, I'm immigrant. I'm this. Blah blah blah. I'm like, Sammy, using my energy to complain doesn't give me anything. We have to use our energy to take us to the place we want to go. So that's number one way to close the gap. Another way, it's like we need to, as you said, Dana, you gave a great example that you start to give another meaning to the relation. It's like to reframe. The second way is to reframe the situation. You can do, like, for example, my capoeira mestre. He could not walk, but he said, I'm not going to accept to lower my standard and be in a wheelchair forever. I'm going to develop my way of walking. So the second way, it's like you reframe, you have to reframe in your favor as the situation. Okay. And number 3 is like the number 3 solution is the best one, in my opinion. It's like we have to become better. If you need more focus, or if you need to actually have more clients to be able to take you out from the job you have, we need to become better, or we maybe have to become a better seller. We need to become better in marketing. Self-development, it's the art of becoming better. How much more we become better, we are able to actually do what we want. So it's about becoming. What can I do to become a better coach? What can I do to become a better speaker? What can I do to become a better entrepreneur? What can I do to become a better manager? So becoming better, developing our skills can take us out from closing the gap. What victim mindset and what blaming mindset I'm using, I will stop to do to achieve what I want to achieve. What will you do to close the gap?